Standing at this crossroads junction where the asphalt meets the dirt. Got my boots planted firm, but my conscience doing hurt. Left path leads to boardrooms, ties and corporate chains. Right path keeps me grounded in these familiar plains. Mama raised me on these back roads, taught me how to fight, but the city keeps on calling with its artificial light. Tell me, brother, what's the answer when your heart's split in two? When everything you've ever known don't match what you could do? Which way now, which way now when the world starts pulling hard? Which way now from this old familiar yard? Got one foot in tomorrow, one foot in yesterday. Which way now, which way, body show the way. Uncle Jimmy built this farmhouse with his callous working hands. Says the city boys don't understand what makes a real man stand. But I see opportunity stretching past these county lines, while my roots run deeper than the old ancestral pine. Scholarship letter sitting on my dresser, gathering dust. Academic possibilities competing with this rust. Tell me, friend, how do you measure what a life is really worth, when success might mean abandoning the place that gave you birth? Which way now when the world starts pulling hard? Which way now from this old familiar yard? Got one foot in tomorrow, one foot in yesterday. Which way now, which somebody show the way? Which granddaddy's rifle, somebody show the way. Granddaddy's rifle hanging on the wall. MBA acceptance letter in the hall. Two different futures staring at my face. Can't stay forever, can't leave without trace. Cousin Jake took the safe route, stayed and married young. Now he's working at the factory where his daddy's bells were rung. Sister Sarah went to college, came back changing strange. Says this town's too small for dreaming, time to make a change. But I'm caught between their stories, caught between their truths, trying to reconcile my future with my country roots. Tell me, Lord, give me wisdom for this choice I have to make. Every road leads somewhere different, which one should I take? Which way now when the world starts pulling hard? Which way now from this old familiar yard? Got one foot in tomorrow, one foot in yesterday. Which way now, which somebody show the way? Standing at this crossroads junction, waiting for the light to break. Raised on red dirt and Sunday sermons. Learn to drive before I learn to walk straight. Mama's voice still echoes through these pines. Boy, you better know what you're made of. When the world gets heavy and the pressure's high, when they test your backbone and your will to fight, tell me, where you stand when the ground starts shaking? Where you stand when your heart's breaking? Whoa, where you stand when the dust settles down on this one-horse town? Where you stand, where you stand? Yeah, la-da-da, where you stand? Walk through fire and rain, carried me through heartbreak and pain. Every scar's a lesson that I wear with pride, 'cause I know what's burning deep inside. Papa taught me how to swing a hammer, how to fix what's broken, how to never stammer. But life was calling with its hardest tests when you find out who you really are, I guess. When the world gets heavy and the pressure's high, when they test your backbone and you will define. Tell me, where you stand when the ground starts shaking? Oh, where you stand when the dust settles down on this one-horse town? Where you stand, where you stand, slaying all out, where you stand. Some folks run when trouble comes around. Some folks hide when they hear that sound. But I was raised to plant my feet, never retreat, never retreat. Where you stand when the ground starts shaking? Where you stand when your heart's breaking? Oh, where you stand when the dust stand. You think you know me, but you ain't been where I've been. Grew up on gravel roads where the good times never end. My daddy taught me young, you earn what you fucking get. Blood, sweat, and motor, that's my heritage. You judge my muddy boots, call my kind redneck trash, but I've been building engines while you counting daddy's cash. This dirt's in my blood, dirt's in my blood, dirt's in my blood. From sunrise to sunset, working hard's what I love. My brother's got my back when the world gets too damn rough. We raise hell on Friday nights, that's just our way to live. You can take your city dreams, I got nothing left to give. Set this back row blood, this back row blood, this back row blood. Back row blood running through my veins. Back row blood washing out the pain. Can't nobody understand the way we ride. Back row blood, that's my pride. You think my accent makes me less than what you are, but I've been fixing problems underneath the fucking stars. My truck's seen more miles than your college education. The small town heartbeat strong across this goddamn nation. The dirt's in my blood, dirt's in my blood, dirt's in my blood. When shit gets real, you call us up because you need our help. We keep this country running while you worry about yourself. My hands are rough and callous from the work that must be done. You soft-ass motherfuckers wouldn't last here night one. This back row blood, this back row blood flows deep inside. Born from generations who refuse to fucking hide. Back row blood running through my veins. Back row blood washing out the pain. Can't nobody understand the way we ride. Back row blood, that's my pride. Back row blood running through my veins. Back row blood driving me insane. Tell you what it means to bleed this red dirt heritage. Tell you what it costs to live this back road privilege. Dirt's in my blood, dirt's in my blood. Back road blood, back road blood, back road blood running through my veins. Back road blood pavement ends. Got my truck lifted high, never need to pretend. Mama raised me right on this red dirt ground. My city folks talk, we don't make a sound. Cold beer in the cooler, boots caked with mud. American flag waving, it's in my blood. They don't know where I'm from, they don't know what I've done. We were raised on dirt, now we're rising up. Raised on dirt, ain't backing up. Friday night, bonfire brothers by my side. Engines revving loud, take 'em for a ride. Small town taught me how to stand my ground. When trouble comes knocking, I hold it down. Outlaw in my veins, freedom in my soul. This country boy story ain't ever been told. They don't know where I'm from, they don't know what I've done. We were raised on dirt, now we're rising up. Raised on dirt, ain't backing up. Tailgate parties on the Southern Stars. Rebel spirit burning in our hearts. Blue collar hands built everything we are. From the back roads to wherever dreams go far. We were, now we're rising up. Raised on dirt, ain't backing up. Raised on dirt, that's all we know. Raised on dirt, watch us grow. Brother, been too long since we kicked back. Caught up in the grind, got off track. Remember Friday nights, fires burning bright. Stars above our heads, world felt right. We rise up, we ride out. Brothers born, never doubt. Bloody boots and mason jars, memories made. Tailgate talks till the break of day, bonds that stay. Freedom flows through these country roads we roam. Built this brotherhood on bedrock and bone. American flags flying high, hearts beating proud. Small town souls singing strong and loud. Dirt and dust define us, destiny call. Together we stand, together we fall. Cold beer cracks, open conversation. Pickup trucks parked in formation. Rebel hearts racing, roads less traveled. Watch our wildest dreams get unraveled. But brother, through the struggle and the strife, you've been the backbone of my life. Bonfire nights burning bright with hope, teaching each other how to cope. We rise up, born, never down. Fire in our souls, fight in our veins. Country boys built to break these chains. Outlaw attitude, authentic and true.
sure that there ain't nothing we can't do.
Pulled up to the gas station, tank on E. Buddy from high school walks up to me. Been years since we talked, but he knows my name. Says, heard you been raising hell, ain't much change. I just laugh and crack a smile. Said we should catch up sometime. We got that back road blood running through our veins. Mud on our boots and freedom in our chains. Born and raised where the wild things grow. We don't back down, everybody knows. Back row blood, that's just how we show our love. Back row blood, when push comes to shove. He climbs in my truck, we head down south, past the old church and the watering house. Radio's blasting that song we know, windows down, wind blowing through our souls. Talk about the boys still living here, and the ones who up and disappear. Got that back row blood running through our veins. Mud on our boots and freedom in our chains. Born and raised where the wild things grow. We don't back down, everybody knows. Back row blood, that's just how we show our love. Back row blood, when push comes to shove. Yo, check it, grew up on these gravel roads. Daddy taught me how to carry heavy loads. Mama said, boy, you better know your worth. Been repping this thirst the day of my birth. Lift the truck, American flag in the back. Cold beer chillin' in a 12-pack stack. Brotherhood deeper than the creek runs wide. We ride together, there's seldom pride. Bonfire nights with the gang all here. Crackling flames and ice cold beer. Never gonna change who I am inside. Got that rebel spirit I can't hide. From the holler to the interstate. This is our time, this is our fate. Back row legends, we own this ground. When trouble comes, we stand our ground. Sun starts setting on another day, but some things round here never change. My buddy looks at me and starts to grin. Says, man, it's good to have you back again. We shake hands like we did before. Brothers for life, that's what it's for. We got that back row blood running through our veins. Mud on our boots and freedom in our chains. Born and raised where the wild things grow. We don't back down, everybody knows. Back row blood, that's just how we show our love. Back row blood, when push comes to shove. Hey ya, hey ya, ho. Down these roads is all we know. Hey ya, hey ya, ho. Back row blood wherever we go. Whoa, whoa. That back row blood, it's all we know. Dirt road amp, let's go. Mud on my boots, fire in my soul. Jacked up truck on a Friday night. Headlights cutting through the moonlight. Tailgate down, cold beer in sight. Small town pride, we do it right. Freedom ringing like a church bell. Stories that we'll never tell. American dream, we know it well. Outlaw, lost spirit, rebel yell. We ride, dirt road anthem. We ride, never abandon. Red, white, blue, flag high flying. Never backing down, never
with hearts of fire. Dirt road dreams taking us higher. Bonfire crackling on Saturday, brotherhood strong, come what may. Muddy boots from yesterday, country rap flow, that's our way. Ice cold bottles in the cooler, small town life, we're the ruler. Dirt road warrior, ain't no fool, yeah. American pride, that's our fuel, yeah. The engine's roared, spirit soared, never quitting, never boring. We ride, dirt road anthem. We ride, never abandon. Red, white, blue, flag high flying, never backing down, never crying. We ride, dirt road anthem. We ride, this our phantom. Small town kings with hearts of fire. Dirt road dreams taking us higher. Blue collar hands, calloused and strong. Been working hard our whole life long. Small town roots where we belong. Dirt road anthem, this our song. This our song. This our song. We ride, dirt road anthem. We ride, never abandoned. Red, white, blue, flag high flying, never backing down, never crying. We ride, dirt road anthem. We ride, this our phantom. Small town kings with hearts of fire. Dirt road dreams taking us higher. Dirt road anthem, never abandoned, never abandoned. Small town pride till the day I die. Dirt road anthem, reaching the sky. Yeah.
Standing at this dirt road split, where two past me can't make sense of it. Been riding these same back tracks since I was 12, never looking back. Now there's voices calling different ways. Left says money, right says stay. Gravel kicking under warm boots, heart's been heavy, searching for truth. Which way do I go? Tell me now, which road leads home? Been wandering too long on my own. Tell me now, what's worth the fight? Left me standing here in fading light. Old man told me, son, pick a side, can't keep walking this great divide. Trucks been idling, engines high, time to choose now, ready or not. Friends went left for city dreams, others stayed put by these streams. My blood's running through these veins, torn between different reins. Which way do I go? Tell me now, which road leads home? Been wandering too long on my own. Tell me now, what's worth the fight? Left me standing here in fading light. Standing at the crossroads with my conscience heavy. Two different futures got me feeling unsteady. Left past calling with the promise of riches. Right past whisper about the family traditions. Been raised on this backwoods, mud on my kicks, but opportunity knocking got me in a fix.
Brotherhood split and some chase paper trails. Others plant roots where their daddy's legacy dwells. Which voice do I trust when they both sound real? Heart's been racing, can't tell what I feel. Been praying ahead for a sign to appear, but all I keep hearing is a choice is mine. Here, time's ticking faster than my pulse in my chest. Gotta make this decision, can't postpone the test. Either way, I'm choosing someone's gonna hurt, but standing still longer just makes it worse. Sun's getting low now, can't wait much more. Gotta pick something, that's what roads are for. Tell me now, which road leads home? Can't keep standing here all alone. Tell me now, what's worth the fight? Gonna take that step into the night.
Got my boy out here talking about leaving town. Yeah. Says he's tired of the same old ground. Wants them city lights, wants that fancy scene, but I'm wondering what he really means. Cause round here we got something real, don't you feel it? Don't you feel it? Where you gonna go when the road gets rough? Where you gonna go when it ain't enough? La la la. Tell me, brother, where you gonna be? You can really see. La la la. Where you gonna go? Where you gonna go? Yeah. He's been packing up his truck all week. What? Says there's something better that he's gotta see. Bed back roads know your name in this dirt. Man, it runs through your veins. Come on, don't you miss it, don't you know what you're leaving when you go? Where you gonna go when the road gets rough? Where you gonna go when it ain't enough? La la la. Tell me, brother, where you gonna be? Who can really see? La la la. Where you gonna go? Where you gonna go? Yeah. All them eyeballs between us now. Tell me how you're gonna figure it out when you're missing home, when you're all alone. It's rough. Where you gonna go when it ain't enough? La la la. Tell me, brother, where you gonna be? You can really see. La la la. Where you gonna go? Where you gonna go? Where you gonna go? La la la. Where you gonna go, brother? Tell me where you gonna go. Where you gonna go? Black smoke rising from chrome stacks tall, engine revving hard against morning's call. Mud cake thick on steel toe boots, while radio static cuts through these roots. Fire in the belly, steel in the spine. Yeah, yeah. When the backfire hits, we don't run away. Callous hands grip that worn steering wheel through county line dust and fields of steel. Old man taught me what thunder means when pistons scream through these Carolina scenes. Red clay stains on denim threads while brotherhood burns in what daddy said. Fire in the belly, steel in the spine. Yeah! When the backfire hits, we don't run away. When the backfire hits, we're here to stay. Oh. Flames lick exhaust pipes under starlit skies. Whoa. Every spark ignites what they can't disguise. We were born to burn, born to make noise. Make that noise. Born to turn scrap into voice. Transmission grinding through another gear while county boys gather when that sound draws near. Chrome reflecting what we've always known. Every backfire's proof we never stood alone. Iron hearts beating like V8 rhythm while small town thunder shows we're still with them. Fire in the belly, steel in the spine. That's right. When the backfire hits, we don't run away. When the backfire hits, we're here to stay. We're here to stay. We're here to stay. When the backfire hits, we don't run away. When the backfire hits, we're here to stay. Whoa. Black smoke rising up from chrome stacks, standing tall. Engine revving hard against morning's call. Yeah. You see me rolling through these back roads, dust kicking high. Chrome bumper catching sunlight, mud caked on the side. You've been wondering what this life's about, let me break it down. We ain't fancy but we're proud, dirt roads run through this town. This is mud and chrome, mud and chrome. This is where we call home, call home. This is mud and chrome, mud and chrome. Never gonna change our zone, our zone. This is mud and chrome, mud and chrome. This is mud and chrome, mud and chrome. Think you know us from the outside, but you ain't seen the grind. Every sunrise brings another hustle, bills on my mind. You say we're simple, say we're backwards, but we built this with our hands. Working harder than your office job, you'll never understand. This is mud and chrome, mud and chrome. This is where we call home, call home. This is mud and chrome, mud and chrome. Never gonna change our zone, our zone. This is mud and chrome, mud and chrome. This is mud and chrome, mud and chrome. You can judge us from your ivory tower, but we got something that money can't buy. Brotherhood forged in the midnight hour. Freedom underneath this country sky. You wonder why we stick together when the world gets tough. 'Cause loyalty runs deeper than material stuff. You see rust and dents, we see stories told. Every scratch upon this truck is worth its weight in precious metal. This is mud and chrome, mud and chrome. This is where we call home, call home. This is mud and chrome, mud and chrome. Never gonna change our zone, our zone. This is mud and chrome, mud and chrome. This is mud and chrome, mud and chrome. This is mud and chrome, mud and chrome. Yeah, boots on the ground, boots on the ground. This is how we roll when we own this town. Boots on the ground, boots on the ground. Dusty gravel kicking under Chevy steel. Windows down, speakers loud, that's the deal. Born and raised where the pavement ends. Me and my crew, we don't pretend. Flannel shirt and a baseball cap. Small town boy with a big town rap. Work all week for that Friday night. Campfire blazing, everything's right. I got my boots on the ground, boots on the ground, boots on the ground. We got our boots on the ground, ground. Standing tall, never back down, down, down. When the going gets tough, we hold our ground. Boots on the ground, boots on the ground. We got our boots on the ground, ground. Red dirt pride in a blue collar town, town, town. When life gets heavy, we stand our ground. Boots on the ground, boots on the ground. Tailgate down and the cooler's full. Sunday serves, then we shootin' pool. Target practice out behind the barn. Granddaddy's rifle never did no harm. Morning coffee tastes better at dawn, when you earned every dollar that you spent and drawn. Callous hands tell the story true. Hard work's all that we ever knew. I got my boots on the ground, boots on the ground. Built this life from the bottom up now. Boots on the ground, boots on the ground. We got our boots on the ground, ground. Standing tall, never back down, down, down. When the going gets tough, we hold our ground. Boots on the ground, boots on the ground. We got our boots on the ground, ground. Red dirt pride in a blue collar town, town, town. When life gets heavy, we stand our ground. Boots on the ground, boots on the ground, boots on the ground, boots on the ground. This is our sound. Boots on the ground. We own this town. From sunrise to sunset, we're grinding it out. That's what real living is all about. Blood, sweat, and tears mixed with the dust. In God we trust, in ourselves we trust. We got our boots on the ground, ground. Standing tall, never back down, down, down. When the going gets tough, we hold our ground. Boots on the ground, boots on the ground. We got our boots on the ground, ground. Ground kind of ground, a blue kind of town, town, town. When life gets heavy, we stand our ground. Boots on the ground, boots on the ground. We got our boots on the ground, ground. Red dirt pride in a blue collar town, town, town. When life gets heavy, we stand our ground. Boots on the ground, boots on the ground. Yeah, boots on the ground, boots on the ground. This is how we roll when we own this town. Boots on the ground, boots on the ground. Forever and always, boots on the ground.